So we have to know that. And I've said this many times. Have you ever gone out and tried to ruin somebody's day because you felt so good about yourself? Like the sun was out, the wind was blowing, you were listening to Dora and Neo's Soul in the morning, you're like, gold, gold, gold. Whose day can I ruin? I just want to mess someone up because I'm feeling so good. No, you don't do that. Of course not. God extends by nature. Do you know that? The nature of God expands into infinity. Don't spend too much time thinking about it because we can't fully comprehend it. But it's true. And so when you are in love, by nature, you've got to share it. You have to share it. That's how you know if you're truly in alignment with love, is you just got to give it. You just got to go. You're going to raise people up. You're not going to talk smack about someone. You're not going to start gossiping, try to cut somebody down. You're not going to look for everything that's wrong with someone. You're going to be looking at everything that's right with someone.
That's right.
And that's how you know you are in love. And so, now this is something that we really have to cultivate and make strong. This is trust me, when you walk out these doors, it's like it's like an equinox out there. You got a spiritual equinox. You got to get those muscles nice and strong because it seems as though they come at you. But really what it is once you decide who it is that you'd like to be, and if you get down really deep in your soul, I know that who it is that you'd like to be is someone who is loving, someone who is happy, someone who is joyful, someone who is peaceful, a representative of light on this planet. Once you commit to that, God's like, all right, baby. The universe is like, let's do it. And they're going to send your worst nightmare your way and say, be loving. Be unconditionally loving now. Okay, yeah, isn't that great? Yeah, you want to be peaceful and abundant? Great, we're going to take away all your clients. Be peaceful and abundant. Because it is something, it is an essence, a quality that we allow. It is not dependent on our job or our employer. Peace is not dependent on our partners being, I don't want to say being faithful, I don't want to put any of that out there. Our partner being, our partner acting a certain way. Our job, or our boss praising us. Your peace comes from within. It's no matter what comes at you, you should be able to transcend it and see the light because you are standing in peace. And like Dorian told us, it is alchemic. Love is alchemic. So it might come at you as darkness, but as soon as it gets to your light takes away that darkness. And so we must be able to see those that seem to oppose us, and I'm saying this specifically now because we are in an election cycle. We have to be able to see those who seem to oppose us as perfectly innocent. In our spectrum, in what we can pull from, in our experiences, we see innocence as children, right? We look at kids, we're like, that's an innocent child. We must be willing to see those that seem to oppose us as innocent children. And sometimes children have temper tantrums. Sometimes children run with scissors. They do things that can hurt them. And we have to say, baby, no, don't do that. That hurts people. That's going to hurt you. And that's not why we don't, loving someone, seeing their innocence isn't like, go ahead and say all the awful racist things that you'd like to say. No, it's standing in love and power and saying, that's hurtful when you say that. You're hurting people when you say that. It's a misperception. It's a weapon. It's not making them bad. It's not making them bad. It's not saying you're an evil person. You're an awful, evil person, and you deserve to die. And I'll be happy when you do it. I've caught myself many times during this election cycle being like, what if, not dying, but just like a heart attack that could just take them out for a second. And then I'll pray for their wellness, and I'm like, no, that is not how we play this game. Because my peace of mind should not depend upon who is in the White House. My peace of mind, that I do not want to make the President of the United States a false idol. A false idol is anything that has power over my peace of mind. All right? I am committed to living in peace no matter who is in that house. I have preferences, and that's okay. I have preferences on how I would like to learn compassion and love, and I would prefer that is done with specific people living there, It's all right. But you know, Michelle only got 8 years, so we gotta. But she ain't going nowhere. I have a whole. I'm gonna pitch it to her. Anyway.